golfing experience would be with my dad. When COVID hit, he brought me out to the golf course with some cheap top flight clubs that he got me, and we started playing at the Bearcat course, and it was a really fun time, and that's what got me into the sport. I also watched YouTube videos, and I played at Irons for 1 year after COVID hit, and this is River Plantation was the place we played at and practiced at, so that's what also got me into the sport, just meeting new friends and all that too. My typical training routine would possibly be, I usually start at the range, which I use all my clubs in order from the shortest distance to the longest distance, just practicing and swinging to get my body moving and get used to the weather too. My next step in that routine would be heading to the chipping or putting area, preferably the chipping area, so I can practice my chips, my long, my short, the in-between. I faced a lot of challenges, but the most important ones is with my driver especially. I'm left-handed, so it's hard for me to angle myself a certain way to make it go straight. So every time I hit my driver, it usually slices left. Some challenges that I have overcome would be getting inside my head. Golf is a mental sport to where if you don't do a right shot, you can be like, oh crap, this is just gonna be a horrible day for golf. That is one challenge I've had to overcome so many times because I always get stuck in my head. My proudest achievement would be beating my dad at golf. We always had this thing where if I beat him, I got to get my nose pierced, or if I beat him, it would just be a relief because I'm I want to beat you. Breaking 90 and getting an 85 on a golf tournament, that is one of my best achievements because I've worked so hard to get there, and it's just an amazing experience. Some of the goals that I've set would be trying to break 80. My main goal is for senior year, I'm gonna be trying to get a scholarship for golf. My preferred golfing equipment would be my 3-wood, my 7-iron, 6-iron, and sandwich. My 6-iron, it goes so far and I love it. And it's just one of my best clubs that I have because I feel more comfortable with it. And my sandwich, it's for when I'm getting out of the sand or when I try to chip. It's a really good club to have.
I am Mr. McCarthy, and I am on the CTE team. I teach accounting and financial literacy, which is called Money Matters, and I teach career preparation. My career before teaching, yes, primarily it was in business as a salesman, but most of my experience has been in sales, where I have either been helping customers over the phone, getting what they need. I was also an outside salesman, so I had a territory that I managed, and I had to go out and grow the sales in that territory, take care of customer problems, seek out new customers, grow business, and it was something that I enjoyed doing for approximately 30 years. I try to point out to the kids that there are things that hopefully companies can do, or policies that they can interact, whether it's an accounting policy, whether it's a sales policy, whether it's some action that an employee or a manager takes as a team that can improve how that company does. Just because in the real world, that's what they pay you to do. They pay you to be problem solvers, and if you can learn that ability and that talent, that will really set you apart, I think, as a future employee at some company or whatever you choose to do. I like the business classes here, and I'm excited to teach them because I think our department is allowed to give kind of a taste of the real world, whereas maybe some of your other core classes can't always do that. I like to tie in real world stories about real companies that the kids know, whether it's Tesla electric cars or Apple Computer or Amazon. Try to use real world examples, but I also like the idea that we are kind of opening a window for our students to understand business and the way business works. Just a few years, you guys are going to be out in the world of work for real, or going to college getting ready for the world of work. So I think the skill sets that we can help you all improve upon are hopefully just going to make it more successful, or make you be more successful, make you be prepared for, it's a complicated world that you're stepping into. It gets more complicated every day, but hopefully we can shed some light on that and give you resources and tools to use so you can be successful in the real world. Best pitch to join the class. Because I'm awesome, because I'm funny, because I make the class fun. I try to. But no, I know the material can get a little dry. I do work very hard to try to liven it up, to make the material more interesting by tying it to experiences that the kids have, companies that the kids know, maybe even companies that the kids admire or want to learn more about. I look at it as a way to open the door to them and say, do I really want to pursue a career in business or not? Here's the things that you could look forward to. Here's some of the things that, the challenges that you will face if you go into business, whether you're an accounting person or a salesperson or a marketing person, whatever you might be. But hopefully I am opening a window to what it's like to be out there doing the job, what's going to be expected of you, and what kind of skill sets that you can work on now to help you succeed at whatever field you choose to go into.
Is for a club or something?
Hey, Brenda, we coming back?